Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto my apostles and others of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akyam that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right. Back at it again. It's going to be a real quick one. I'm in motion to the job. So, as I normally do, I like to use this time to be, use it in a sense of edification if I can. This stream is going to be our lesson. This is the future, so whatever you call it, is about if you need to be liked. I haven't put a title to this yet, but something to the extent of if you're a person and you got to be liked, you need all this extra validation from people. This truth isn't for you. This walk is going to offend you and choke you out, because you're seeking for something carnal. You're seeking for vainglory, vanity. That's what that is, And a lot of people need it, especially even in Israel. We're witnessing it. A lot of people within Israel, the male these teachers, whoever it is, they get off on all the likes, comments, all of these things have an effect on your dopamine, right? You get a hit of dopamine when you get notifications and you get comments, and the scriptures, and this is what the scriptures say. See, the scriptures say, be wary. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but in the book of Proverbs, and I believe in the book of Job, it speaks about basically be wary of flattering lips, because flattering lips can be used to manipulate you. Like, for instance, if I know that this is what you need, like if I know that your weakness as a man or woman is validation, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is the world. This is hell. I'm gonna attack that. See, this world is cold. It's cutthroat. It's a game. It's a high level of a game of dark psychology that's being played out here. That's why the only validation that you should need through the spirit is from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Through the spirit. If as long as I'm good in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I don't give a fuck how anybody really feels about me. And everybody should feel that way. Because the only power with the capability of saving me is Yahweh Yahushai. So as long as I'm good there, I'm good. That's why there's so many scriptures in the Bible that speak about put ye not your trust in a guide, put ye not your trust in a friend, be wary of brothers, right? Micah the 7th chapter when you read Micah the 7th chapter, it lays down like, man, be wary of your woman, be wary of friends, be wary of everybody around you. And I'm not saying be suspicious. You a weirdo and you looking at everybody suspiciously. No, you don't gotta be suspicious in that regard if you already are moving in the spirit of understanding. But a lot of people, you can't get past that. Because why? You need somebody to tell you how great you are. You need it. You'll die if somebody don't tell you how beautiful you are as a woman, how amazing you are. I'm not going to speak on who the person was to me or is to me in regards to this example that I'm about to share, but somebody close to me, it was a situation, and their wife was witnessing how they were acting. Right? Now, this is family. And the person was like, she was like being sarcastic, right? Like, oh yeah, you're the man. You're the man. You're always right. And she was being extremely sarcastic in how she was saying it. But what she said was, she was looking up at him, and he was like, you could see in his face that was like, it made him feel good. Like, yeah, I am the man of the house. Yeah. And I was just like, I was really like floored, because it's like, this is how people play people. This is how you get played. Sweet words, you know, sweet nothings, playing on your psyche because somebody told you how amazing you are, how great you are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how amazing you are at whatever the fuck you think you are amazing at. That could be, you could be easily manipulated if that's how you are. In this place, in this world of Israel, this is where you got to be wise as a serpent, right? And harmless as a dove. But the key term here is wise as a serpent. Serpents don't get manipulated. What animal is manipulating and hunting anacondas? Except other snakes per se, right? What about black mambas? Is other, like, think about this. Now, do they have predators? Absolutely. I'm not saying that they're predatorless, but I'm just speaking on the high level of thinking involved in being a snake. You got to be wise as a serpent. You got to be above that in the spirit. And a lot of people aren't. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people in general, but specifically our people, are so beat down, lack so much have no self-confidence, no internal belief in themselves, that you need people to tell you these things. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. Now, am I appreciative when a brother or somebody that a peer of mine, a beloved brother of mine, my wife, my children, right? If they tell me, oh man, listen, I appreciate you, thank you. I'm not gonna act like, yeah, whatever, nigga. No, I'm going to appreciate it, and I'm gonna keep it in proper perspective of what it is. Hey, appreciate you, brother. All praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna keep it in the pocket and keep it moving. But some people, they need their head rubbed. And that's why this walk, that's why you get the parable of the sower. You get a lot of individuals that come into this walk and they just aren't right, because this walk empowers you. The scriptures tell you that the word is powerful. The word is power. So a lot of people, they come into this not seeking salvation, not seeking to feed the flock. Because there's plenty of scriptures that say the greater they are, the more humble you should be. They don't want to hear that. They see the power. They see all the other elements that turns them on in the spirit. Being able to yell at people in their mind, be able to curse out so-called white people, being able to, do all these different things. That's where they get off at, because that strokes their ego. We're servants. We're servants. Until we get out of here, we're servants. But most people don't fuck that. I'm a king, man. You're a servant. Even as the king of Israel is still a servant. Y'all don't get that. I'm not saying those that are in the spirit don't. I'm just speaking in the general of the majority of Israel don't get these concepts. So what are they doing? They come in, they're looking for any reason to get some hype around them. Listen, I'm gonna say this too. And I'm gonna say this not even just about myself, but brothers that are around me. Man, brothers get all the validation and attention and hype from these people in the world in their regular life. That I don't need to come into the truth and make this about me. I don't need that here. I don't need to use the platform of being a Hebrew Israelite to make women like me. Women like me, just me. So I don't need this to promote myself to find women. I don't need that. But a lot of you do. A lot of you do. That's why out of the abundance of heart, a man shall speak. Everything that I speak here in this lesson, in these lessons, is to edify the hopeful elect, to teach, to break down scriptures, so that you can have an understanding of this, so you can be built up in the spirit as well. I'm not looking for anybody to glorify me. I don't need your glorification. Glorify Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He's the one that's why we start giving all the glory. They're deserving of all the glory. All the glory goes to Yahweh Yahushai. No, but a lot of you don't like that. You don't want that to happen. Why all the glory got to go to Yahushai? What about me? I want everybody to know I'm a great prophet, teacher, priest, king, warrior. I'm a great guy. I'm King David. That's why there's like 25 King Davids in Israel right now. Because you need to feel important. And that's a sad space to be in. That's why I said in this lessons in the beginning, hey, if you need all that extra validation, you're going to fail at this walk. You're not going to make it. And that's just the majority of this world, man. The world is full of people that are lacking. Your mom didn't give you enough hugs. Your dad didn't give you enough hugs. Girls didn't like you when you were younger in middle school and high school. Boys didn't choose you as a woman when you were in middle school, high school, and in your younger years. So you make it a point to make all of your life about these elements. Having itching ears, as the scriptures say in Isaiah. That's a terrible, weak, frail way of being, and don't be that way. The only validation you should need is from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because it's going to come down to, hey, when Yahushai was about to be crucified, and he had to go up to the Mount Gethsemane, right? It was him by himself. All right, when I say Yahushai, for those that don't know, that's who the world ignorantly and wrongfully calls Jesus. His true biblical name is Yahushai. When he was about to be crucified, he had to go through really all of that by himself. He asked the disciples to stay awake while he prayed, and they fell asleep, not on their own will, but because you got to go through this. See, even that was a moment of him seeking comfort from somebody else, which is natural, which shows how real our power is, how real Yahushai is. Yahushai coming, as it says in the book of Hebrews, being born of basically of our same liking. He felt what we felt. He knows what we went through. He went through it. And he still went through it. If it's your will, let it be done. And he carried on. He didn't go around looking for people. He didn't go around to Peter and John. He didn't go around to the disciples trying to get them to convince him that this was wrong and that there was another way. He realized this was on him. And that's all of us. Scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Because at the end of the day, it's all on you. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai woke you up to this truth. Okay? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's the one that brings salvation and comfort. Not me. I'm bringing comfort through the spirit, through use of teaching the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But I'm not the one comforting you. I can only comfort you through the spirit that the Lord has blessed me with. Yo, this fog is crazy. But we're almost there. So I'm about to close up here anyway. But through the spirit, I just wanted to touch on that's a weak spirit. And a lot of men carry that weakness into Israel. You need the attention of others. You need people to acknowledge you. You got to just some way, somehow make it about you. Because you lack. You don't know how to make it about anybody else. Yahweh Shai, the greatest of us all, right? Who sits on the right-hand side of the Lord, right? Is, you know, the king, he came down here and lived a regular existence. Washed the feet of the apostles, the disciples. He washed their feet. He made it about them and the Lord. He made it about the Lord and ministering unto the hopeful elect. That's what he was all about. He wasn't about himself. That's why every time fame tried to come his way, what did he do? He ran. Lie to you, man. Lie to you. If you had a tenth of the spiritual powers that Yahweh Shai had, you be on CNN talking with Larry King and these motherfuckers, man. You be on some sitcom show showing off your powers. All right? Hey, so with that, I'm going to close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity.